Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with a 10 Car Tuesday episode. We're going to call it a 10 Car Tuesday episode. Why not? I haven't done one in quite a long time. A series that has been discontinued on the channel, but every once in a while, I've got 10 Matchbox here that I want to get open. They're newer Matchbox, basically from within the last year or two, and decided, you know what, why not? Let's just do a 10 Car Tuesday episode. We'll see how this does. So we're going to start off with a bang here, the 2018 Bugatti Devo right here in black and blue, like a matte black and blue. Card art on it looks fantastic. So yeah, it's pretty much going to be, I think this was from 2020 mainline. We're going to be doing, whatever. It's going to be, these are all pretty recent, I believe. So let's just take a peek at them. It's stuff you guys have all probably seen before, of course, but why not open them on video instead of just opening them randomly otherwise. But yeah, here we go. The Bugatti Devo. This was a very heavily anticipated casting for 2020. I believe it was 2020. And kind of cool to see, Matchbox do a Bugatti. I guess this wasn't, I don't know, there's something about that tooling, I guess, that some people didn't like. I don't know, I think they did all right on it. It's a Matchbox. Dollar model. And frankly, Matchbox, comparing Matchbox to Hot Wheels, I think Matchbox does do a little bit better with the dollar models, just because these cars tend to look a little bit more realistic. So kind of cool to see this Bugatti Devo show up in the Matchbox line. But here you go. Desirable one. This one was a tough one to find when it came out right away, because people were scarfing them up. Next is this guy, the Renault Kangoo. And I think this is from, it's going to be hard for me to tell, honestly, but I think this is from 2020 maybe as well, or maybe 2019, 2020. I think 2020 is this packaging. Somebody who's an aficionado with Matchbox probably would know, and I just don't remember. That's the thing. So I got a bunch of these mainline Matchbox cars. I never opened them up in Diecast weekly episodes. I saved them for future 10 Car Tuesday episodes and then discontinued the 10 Car Tuesday video series and just thought I'd do some random opening videos, but we'll just take a look at these Matchbox. We'll see here. So this Kangoo does not have a interior, and that's why the windows are completely blacked out. You can see copyright date 2019 on the bottom there. Pretty basic looking little almost minivan casting. Kind of an oddball one. This one doesn't too much excite me. It just it's got that graphic on the side. There's no front end detail, which would really help out in this case. And no rear end detail. The rear end detail is not as important as the front end, but would have been nice to get some front end detail. But I know basically we're only going to get two surfaces that will be graphicked, is likely what we're going to do. Likely what we're going to see on all these, actually. So there's that. Next is the Jeep Wrangler roll bar number 18 with Jurassic Park livery. And this one also has a copyright date of 2019 on the back, so 2020? 2019? I think it was actually 2019. And I'm awful at knowing and keeping track these days, so there you go. Maybe I'll do a better job in 2022 here of keeping track of, what's what. But here it is. The Jeep. It's a nice little casting for you Jurassic Park fans. You'll dig it. The copyright date of the actual casting is 2017, so that gives you an idea how long the casting's been around. And it's a decent looking Jeep. Not too shabby. Again, this is pretty good. There's no front end detail, of course, because we have, well, actually kind of three surfaces we've got graphics on, plus this plastic here has a graphic on it, and or a tampo or whatever, it's painted or whatever you want to say, and nothing on the front. Nothing on the back. But in this particular instance, it being Jurassic Park and all that, I don't think it really needs it. It looks good as it is. That is a good $1 model for sure. We're going to follow that up with another Jeep. This is the 2018 Jeep Wrangler Gl. Copyright date on the back of this packaging is also 2019. I know I could tell the production year by remembering what that means, this N11, but yep, too bad, I don't. And we're going to go ahead and open up. This is in pearl white, from what I can tell. And again, it's another pretty good-looking, realistic, solid model, this Jeep Rubicon. We get nothing in the front, we get nothing in the back. Of course, these are all plastic body, plastic tire vehicles. Looks like the casting's been around since sort of 2018. Or at least that's when it was copyrighted. The pearl white looks great. Very minimal graphics, and we do have them on the side where you get the door hinges, Jeep logo, Rubicon right there, a side marker, and some sort of silver up here as well. I don't know if that's the hood latch. Yeah, I think that's like the hood latch. You got that on both sides. So that's the graphic you get in door handles. So you get that on both sides. And that is it for this model. Molded plastic spare tire. Matches that pretty good. Would be awesome if it was actually the same color and all that stuff. But it is part of the base, and again, they have to make these, sell these at Walmart for $1. So that means the cost has to be way down. Not just on the raw materials of what they're making it with, but of course also the labor and everything else. So to even serve these little toy cars up at $1 and hold that price point is pretty amazing. All right, next one is the 71 Porsche 914, and I believe this was a 2020 copyright date. I think this was a 2021 release. Again, don't quote me on that. There's the card art there. It's kind of silly. I can't tell by the card art because I know they kind of changed that up as they went on, but I'm pretty sure this was a 2021 vehicle, Porsche 914. And it does look pretty decent in white. So we're just going to get some side details there. We got the red chrome rims, which look pretty good. They almost look weird, like when you roll it, like it's got a dark, like an issue with the chrome on the rims, but it really doesn't. It's just the way the shadow kind of falls on it. Plastic top. This is in the top-up position. Looks pretty good. Not a bad little $1 car. Definitely not as quality. The copyright date is 2009. So it gives you an idea of the age of the casting. So when you take a look at something like this, I think this looks a little bit better, more detailed, even though I'm a bigger fan of Porsche than I am of Jeep, than this guy. So this, I think, gives you a little bit more bang for your buck, this Jeep does, than the Porsche does. But the Porsche looks all right. Not bad. All right. This one's a good one. I do like this one. The 1976 Volkswagen Golf Mark I. And card art. And 2020 copyright date. I think this was a 2021 release. And Polizei livery. Pretty popular little casting, Golf GTI. So this one we get 3 surfaces. We get the sides and we get the front end detail. Nothing on the rear, but of course that would be difficult to pull off. These are not full deco cars. Again, $1, Target, Walmart. You get what I'm saying. Copyright date 2019 on the casting. That gives you an idea of when the casting was at least copyrighted. This is a pretty cool one. And I'm glad that it has the front detail. That really makes this car look good. Side mirrors. That's pretty neat. And you get 3 surface tampos, 3 surfaces, 2 sides, 1 front. Very, very cool. So I'm digging this one. I like that one. That one's for sure cool. Another one that's kind of cool too is this 56 Jaguar Xk 140 Roadster. And again, I think this one was a 2021. I'm just kind of basing it on the card. I think it was anyhow. I wish they would just, why don't they put the date of release on the card itself? I don't get why they don't do that. It's kind of interesting. Like, why don't they do that? If this is a mix for 2021, why don't they put that? You know, I think collectors would like that. Am I wrong? Let me know if I'm wrong. But this one, we do get rear end detail here, including the plate, taillights, hood latch. Here we get some headlights, grille. So we get front and back detail, which is nice. And that's all you really need with some of these cars is the front and back. That's almost more important. Actually, I'm going to say definitely more important than putting some wacky graphics on the side. Give it a nice color. Give it front end, rear end detail. Give it some decent wheels. These wheels look pretty good on this particular car. And you got yourself a pretty good little release. This is a copyright 2019 for the tooling itself, so we're definitely looking at a 2020 release. As it typically, they don't get released in the same year that they are copyrighted, but I don't think that's always the case. By the way, we're always going to get little flaking paint off the rivet, and that's what you're seeing there. On all these cars, they're going to flake off on the rivet. It's a nice little piece. Definitely digging that one. I do like that they didn't go with the chrome. Sometimes chrome looks a lot better for the bumpers and stuff like that. In this case, I think it does look good in this gray. So you guys let me know if I'm off base on that, but that is my opinion. This next one is the Chevy K1500. I think this casting is really old. We have a copyrighted 2020 on the back of the card. And I think this is like the updated maybe 2021 card. Again, I could be wrong. I actually really liked this orange card. I thought these were really cool. And I think these were all like the 2020 cards, or these orange ones. Maybe they spilled into 2021. And then they changed them now to this. And this is, I believe, like the current. But anyway, this Chevy K1500, I think this casting has been around for quite a long time. What does it say there? Jeanette Tours Trail Hiker. And so it's a big lifted truck. Rolls like crazy good. We're going to get details just on the sides on this one, of course. You got that elaborate graphic multicolor, and it's on the side. You got an orange interior. That looks a little goofy. The wheels, the off-road wheels, these big plastic chunky things. Not a huge fan of it, but the casting's kind of, I guess, decent. Let's take a look at copyright date on the bottom for the tooling. Yeah, copyright date 1993, 04, Mattel, made in Thailand. So, yeah, the tooling is older. It's been around for quite a long time. And it's kind of neat to just look at toolings because you can kind of tell, like, you got a really older tooling, an old tooling, a newer tooling. Like, how the design kind of has changed, or how they put the casting together has changed, or it's just kind of neat. So there's your truck. It's a decent looking little truck, I guess. And then we get this guy here, the 1961 Ford Ranchero. I think this came in 2 different wheel variations. I'm not positive on that, but Every once in a while, Matchbox will switch that up a little bit. I think this is a 2020 release, just based on the card. It could be a 2021. I don't know. Again, I'm confused. This whole video is just going to be me explaining how confused I am and how I don't remember. So hopefully that's fun for you. 1961 Ford Ranchero, number 96 of 100. And this looks alright. The color is nice. In this case, I think going with chrome probably would have been better than this cream color. You can see it's a copyright date of 2018 for the tooling itself. I mean, the back bumper looking in this like cream white looks pretty good. You got taillights and stuff and a little Ford logo, so that's good. Nothing to complain about there. But when you flip it over to the front, that just doesn't look great. You just got that cream color. I think this would have been better if they would have went with chrome and even had just a chrome front. But I'm sure having chromed plastic is probably more expensive than having this color plastic, so that's probably part of the decision to do that. Again, they have to get these things made. They have to get them over to the U.S., then they have to get them in a store, and you know what the stores pay for them is not what you pay for them as a final end user. So the fact they're able to get them over here still only charge you in America for $1 is still quite an amazing feat to make anything worthwhile. And I like these mainline Matchboxes. I think they're really cool. So definitely a little neat little truck car kind of thing. Yeah, not too bad. All right, and then lastly, in the 10th car of this 10-car Tuesday-ish episode is this 2016 Ford Interceptor Utility El Segundo Police. And I believe this is a 2021 release based on the card. Copyright date's 2020. All the legal gobbledygook on the back. And I think this was kind of a newer tooling. I mean, it has to be. It's based on what it is. Copyright date on the bottom is 2018. So I think it was released probably 2019. It's probably been in 2019, Matchbox Mainline 2020 and 2021, I think. So I kind of like how they did this here. So you got the graphics on the side, of course, both sides. You've got the headlights on the front, but not really a full front pass on the graphics. And I think that's actually kind of like part of the side pass for the tampos. Same thing with the back, which is why you get like just the side part of the taillights. So they got this more elaborate kind of thing here to make it look good from the side and almost make it look like it would have full deco. But when you look at it, right from the back, it does not. And then, of course, right from the front, it does not either. It looks a little bit better from the front than from the back. But light bar there, that's just plastic clear, part of the glass piece. This one does have an interior, of course. There's not blacked out windows. And it looks pretty good. The graphics look sharp. I think the wheel choice is appropriate. And not a bad little model. All right, so that's it. Kind of a basic one for you today. 10-car Tuesday, some basic Matchbox. What's your favorite? What's my favorite? I don't know. I mean, people are going to obviously gravitate towards the Devo because it's a Bugatti, and everybody likes a Bugatti, I guess. And I think this looks okay. It's not bad. The Golf is cool. I do like this quite a bit. I don't know, but like as far as like quality and like when you're talking about bang for your buck models, I almost gotta go with like the Jeeps. Am I becoming a Jeep person? I don't think I am, but for some reason, like when I see like companies do a good job casting Jeeps, I'm starting to be not like into the Jeeps. I'm just into the fact that these look good for $1. I swear, I'm never gonna buy a Jeep. I'm not a Jeep guy, but I don't know. They did a good job with these, I guess. So there's that. I do like this one quite a bit too, and the fact that this one has front end detail, tail end detail. It's kind of a cool old car, and all around looks pretty good. This is a candidate too. All right, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Hopefully you sort of enjoyed this video. There might be a few more. We might release a couple more 10 Car Tuesdays. I don't know. I've got a lot of Matchbox actually to open. It may not be, I could have done this as a Matchbox Monday. There's another defunct series that has been on this channel. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I keep my stuff in playlists. Go ahead and check it out. If you like a particular type of video, you can always find more of that type of video by going to the playlist and checking out that stuff. And yeah, that's going to be it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and have yourself a good day.